This is a quick start presentation on using the product feature opcwebalarm.net. opcwebalarm.net is a great product to use to display real-time alarms and historical alarms in smartphones. You'll want to watch the video on how to set up alarm limits first on to define your tags and alarm limits in the opcsystems.net configuration. We'll now use Microsoft Visual Studio to create a web application. You can use Visual Studio 2005, 2008, or 2010. We'll select New, Website, or ASP.NET Web Project. Set the .NET Framework to 3.5 or 2.0, and then select ASP.NET Website. Select the design view of the web form. For each web form, you need to drop just one OPC Web Refresh control onto each form. This activates the AJAX for the web application. Next, if this is a new web application that has not yet seen any OPC Web Controls, let's drop one OPC Web Controls label onto the form. We only need to do this once for the application, so it will put the AJAX interface in the web.config file. Now that we've done that once, we can just simply delete the OPC Web Controls label. And we're ready to drop in now the OPC Web Alarm. If you have not yet added the OPC Web Controls to the toolbox, you would right-click to select Choose Items and choose all of the OPC Web Controls. Let's drop the OPC Web Alarm onto the form. By default, the web alarm control is going to look for the local service for communications for all of the alarms out of the OPC system service. If the web application is going to reside on another PC different than the OPC system service, then we would go to the property called Alarm Network Nodes and enter the IP address, network node name, or registered domain name where the OPC system service is going to reside. Additionally, you can set up filtering, alarm colors. All of these properties are covered in the more detailed OPC Web Alarm video. To test your web application, just right-click in the web form and select View in Browser. We'll save the changes. And there we see in the browser all of the latest alarms coming from the OPC system service that are both active and return back to normal. If you want to test your smartphone to see if it supports AJAX, and all iPhones, Droids, and the latest Windows mobile phones do support AJAX, some Blackberries also support AJAX, but you might want to test it first. You can go to the website opcweb.net from your smartphone, select the Alarm button from the main menu, and there you'll see a list of alarms if your smartphone supports it. If you have more questions about opcwebalarm.net or any of the other product features of opcsystems.net, visit the website opcsystems.com. Under the training page, you'll see more videos on opcwebalarm.net as well as all of the other product features of opcsystems.net. And under Contact Us, you'll find our contact information and a link to request a free product demonstration.